Portland, Oregon. Union Station, 1 a.m. Last train had left an hour ago. The station was nearly empty. A single father named Marcus, 31, sat against a wall with his twin 5-year-old daughters, Zoe and Lily, sleeping on either side of him. They'd been traveling from Seattle, ran out of money, missed their connection. Nowhere to go until morning. Marcus hadn't eaten in 2 days, saving what little food he had for the girls. Subscribe because a janitor mopping floors is actually a millionaire who does this every night looking for one specific person, and tonight he found him. An older black man, maybe 65, slowly mopped the floor nearby. He wore a worn janitorial uniform, moved with the deliberate pace of someone who'd done this job for decades. He glanced at Marcus and the girls multiple times. Finally, he put down his mop and approached. "You need help." His voice was deep, kind. Marcus shook his head. "We're fine, just waiting for morning." The janitor smiled gently. "Brother, I know fine when I see it, and this ain't it." He pulled out his wallet, offered Marcus $50. Marcus refused. "I can't take your money. You work hard for that." The janitor chuckled. "Son, this ain't about the money. It's about seeing you." He sat down on the floor next to them, his old knees creaking. 25 years ago, I was you. Single father, twin girls, broke, sitting in this exact station. Marcus looked at him, surprised. "Really?" The janitor nodded. "Right against this same wall. A man, a janitor actually, gave me money for food and a hotel. Changed my life. Not because of the money, because he saw me as human when everyone else saw me as invisible." Follow to learn why this janitor has been searching this station for 25 years and what happens when he reveals his true identity. Marcus asked softly, "What happened to your daughters?" The janitor's eyes missed it. "They grew up. One's a doctor now, other's a lawyer, both living good lives. And I promised that janitor who helped me when I made it, I'd come back here and do the same for someone else." Marcus frowned. "But you're a janitor. I thought you said you made it." The janitor smiled mysteriously. "I did make it. Very much so. But I took this job 5 years ago when I retired. Work here 3 nights a week, minimum wage, looking for fathers like you, like I was." He stood up, pulled out a business card from his pocket. Not a janitor's card, a corporate card. Robert Williams, CEO, Williams Tech Solutions. Marcus's jaw dropped. He recognized the name, one of the biggest black-owned tech companies in America, worth billions. You're Robert Williams." "The Robert Williams." Robert nodded. "And I really do work as a janitor here because this station saved my life. So I come back, looking for the next me. And tonight, I found you." He handed Marcus an envelope. Inside is $5,000 cash, a key to a hotel room paid for a month, and a phone number. "Call that number tomorrow. My company has a job for you. Entry level but with benefits and childcare. You start whenever you're ready." Marcus couldn't speak, just stared at the envelope. Robert continued, "Here's the catch. When you get back on your feet and I need you to promise something. Come back here, take a janitor, shift yourself. Find the next father, pass it on." Marcus was crying. "Why me? How did you know?" Robert pointed to the twins. "Because they're sleeping peaceful. That means despite everything, you're a good father. You've kept them safe, kept them calm. That's all that matters. The rest, we can fix." Marcus took the money, got a hotel room, fed the girls their first real meal in days. He called the number the next morning, started working at Williams Tech Solutions the following week. The job came with on-site childcare, healthcare, advancement opportunities. Within 3 years, Marcus was managing a team. Within 7 years, he was a department head. His daughters thrived. Zoe went to medical school, Lily studied law, just like Robert's daughters had, but Marcus never forgot the promise. After 10 years of success, he contacted Robert. "I'm ready to go back." Robert smiled. "I was wondering when you'd call." Marcus started working as a janitor at Union Station. 1 night a week, unpaid, just watching. Looking in 5 years, he found 12 fathers, gave each the same envelope, the same chance, the same promise. Some succeeded, some didn't, but all were seen. The program grew. Other fathers Robert and Marcus had helped joined. They called it the Station Keepers, 20 men, all successful now, all working minimum wage janitor shifts at train stations across America, looking for desperate fathers. In 15 years, they helped 200 families. When Robert died at 78, his funeral was attended by 200 fathers and their now grown children, every single person he'd helped over 30 years. Marcus gave the eulogy. "Robert taught me that success is unmeasured by how high you climb. It's measured by how many people you pull up with you." He climbed to the top of corporate America, then he climbed back down to the bottom every week to pull up the next person. That's not just success, that's legacy. They buried Robert with his janitor's uniform, per his request. His headstone, Robert Williams, 1944 to 2022, CEO by day, janitor by night, father always. And at Union Station they placed a bench with a plaque, the Robert Williams bench. If you're a father in crisis, sit here at night. A station keeper will find you, and one always does, because Marcus still works there, as do the other 199 fathers they've helped over the years. Every night someone is there, mopping floors, watching, waiting. Zoe and Lily, now 35, both volunteer. They bring food, blankets, toys for children. Uncle Robert saved our family. They tell people, now we honor that. The Williams Tech Solutions company still runs, now under new leadership. But the employee handbook has a special section. All employees are encouraged to volunteer as station keepers, to remember where we came from, to help where we're going. Marcus is 61 now, still takes one janitor shift per week. His own children are grown, successful, but he goes back. Because a promise made to Robert isn't just a promise to a man, it's a promise to every father who will ever sit against that wall, hungry, desperate, invisible, wondering if anyone sees them. And the answer, always, is yes. Someone sees you, someone who was you, someone who remembers, and someone who refuses to let you stay invisible, because that's what station keepers do. They see, they help, they pass it on. Robert started it 30 years ago. Marcus continued it 15 years ago, and 199 other fathers have joined since, saving thousands of families, one train station at a time, one night shift at a time, one envelope at a time. Robert Williams never had biological sons, but he had 200. Every father he saved became his son, and every child of those fathers became his grandchild. That's 200 families, thousands of people, all existing in prosperity because one janitor saw one desperate father 30 years ago and gave him not just money but dignity, vision, hope, and a promise to pass it on. That promise is still being kept every single night. In train stations across America, station keepers mop floors, watch, wait, and save fathers one shift at a time forever, because that's what Robert started, and what Marcus and 199 others refused to let end. The work continues, the promise lives, the fathers are saved, and Robert, somewhere, is smiling because his life's work didn't end when he died. It multiplied, and will continue multiplying as long as fathers keep their promises, as long as success remembers struggle, as long as someone is willing to mop a floor and watch for invisible people who need to be seen. That is Robert's legacy. Not a company, not wealth, but an army of fathers who refuse to let other fathers suffer alone. That is immortality.